Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome to part 11 of The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons Linked. Because we've already completed Oracle of Ages and we're continuing the story in this game. Released on the very same day, and they're technically able to be played in any order, therefore. In the previous episode we were able to find ourselves a slingshot, which for some reason always feels like a downgrade compared to the shooter that we had in Oracle of Ages. But still actually pretty much functions the same. An item to shoot our seeds instead of just throwing them in front of us. And this item is going to be used to complete this dungeon. We did already meet up with a couple of puzzles we were not able to do because of not having this item. Like these switches over here. They're actually pretty far away from us. From the minecart we're not going to be able to hit them. Unless we have a way to actually shoot from afar. But this is not the only place where we can actually do that. Let's go back through the mini-boss room. And into this room again. Trying to get past yet again. And returning to the minecart we actually met in this room. Anti-fairy, no. Well, does not matter. Let's just continue with a little bit less health. And actually go into this minecart. And equip your ember seeds on your slingshot. Remember the torches that we actually passed? Now we are actually able to hit them. At least if we don't miss the first one. Let's try this again from the other side. Bloop. Bloop. And bloop. Chest. I'm not going to be able to pick it up from here. But we will actually meet it up if we go to the right, this way. More jumping. Ow. And onto the upper walkway. Going around and the chest will spawn. Don't worry, even though you left the room, it is still going to be here. For that other key that we actually missed. Dungeon item was required. Was not able to actually pick this up sooner. We're not able to actually walk in the other room. Minecart required. So just walking there with a Link and actually lighting the torches that way. It's not an option. We have to do it like this. And now we are ready to actually move on with the rest of this place. As you may have seen, after going right in this minecart, we will actually meet up with a couple of switches which are on the right side of the room. Have your weapon ready and actually try to hit them. Oh, stupid keys! Nice enemy spawning, game. And that one was placed in such a way that it perfectly interfered with my puzzle. Yeah. And that way, make our way towards the rightmost entrance. Awesome. Continuation. Let's go see what we need to do in here. First I'm going to kill all of the keys. I hate these guys now. We need to use some more Pegasus jumping by the looks of it. Feather and seed bag. In this situation it won't help us to actually use our slingshot. We need to use the seed on ourselves, not shoot it somewhere. And go through the key block. Toot 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 toot. Time to actually dig in our memory. Remember what the old man said after the mini-boss? The key is going to be in the eye. And guess what we actually find over here? This actually looks like a face, doesn't it? This is actually what the old man was talking about. In this face, the eyes of this face, we will actually find a key. I will actually be able to say it is actually in the right eye. And the key appears to be the boss key. Not just a regular key, but the most important one. And with that, we are able to actually clear this place off. Let's go see if we can actually find the ending of this place. There's one place we actually did not go yet. It actually involves this minecart. As you may have seen, there's also a doorway leading to the left over here. It's the only place we haven't been to yet, so I guess that is where we need to go. First we need to actually switch the train tracks in here, of course. That we actually do by getting rid of this stupid blade trap. It's going to be in the way otherwise. Just push this block and he's not going to be a problem anymore. But now that we have all the time in the world, we can actually go over here, shoot at the switch, and the train tracks actually go towards the boss room. Time for our final trip. A whiz rope room. Awesome. Always my favorite ones. Go away. Always funny the moment I fall into the pit. Let's go push you in as well. Boo! And you are the final one. Door unlocked. Back in this room. This is the room where we actually found the dungeon map, but now we are on the other side. Here we're going to be using our final key, if the Beamos actually want to leave me alone. And we can actually go to the basement. Final couple of rooms in this place. More whiz ropes. And double kill. Awesome. Now start healing. Once again running low on recovery hearts. It's apparently very easy to do whenever equipping the power ring. Looks like we need to light torches from a distance again. Slingshot, ember seeds. Whoosh. And whoosh. Plenty of pots here, so hopefully they're going to be hiding a lot of recovery hearts for me. Defeating the enemies will of course also be able to give me a couple. Come on, where are you? Over there. Thank you for the hearts. That way I'm going to be able to save up some time. I'm not going to check these spots, I'm only missing 2.5 hearts. Hey, I survived. Who would have guessed? Here we actually find the boss door. Make sure to keep your slingshot equipped. Just like a lot of traditional Zelda bosses, we're going to be making use of the dungeon item to face the next traditional Zelda boss. Even makes an appearance in Echoes of Wisdom again, as you may know. Say hello to this game's variation of Goma. Always the giant spider in the Zelda universe. All the way from the very first Zelda game. This time around he's actually going to have, a very painful big claw, as you can see. We actually need to try to hit that claw so it actually falls off. Otherwise he's going to be able to kill us quite easily. Yeah, there we go. That takes care of that. And now we need to start talking about damaging him. For that we're going to be needing the slingshot, of course. And we need to go try to shoot an ember seed in his eye. And just like the traditional Goma, it only works the moment his eye is open. Otherwise we're not going to be able to do anything, of course. Wait until the eye opens and then boom. That is how this will work. He's of course going to try to spawn some mini enemies, so he's extra annoying. But I don't really feel that annoying, because usually they drop hearts for me. And of course you can also use them in order to get ember seeds again the moment you run out. That's pretty much the reason why these things exist. But don't worry if you actually run out of ember seeds or hearts. There's plenty of ways to actually spawn them in the battle. Like this. There's plenty of seeds that you can actually spawn. But ember seeds are of course the most damaging ones. And those are the ones you want to use. That was Goma in The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. And that was our next heart container. Heart total is now 10. Awesome. And our Essence of Nature total is going to be 4. Let's see what the next one is. We get the Soothing Rain. An Essence of Nature. Bathe in drops of soothing rain. Shoots grow into saplings. Maku Tree and his next revelation. I too grow in might under the soothing rain. I had another vision just now. I saw a lake shaped like eyeglasses. That sounds like Eyeglass Lake. And that, in its turn, actually sounds like a reference to Spectacle Mountain again. Spectacle Rock. Another reference to the first game, therefore. But anyway, jump down from the dungeon, and the moment we actually come back from the mountain, we can actually pick up this piece of heart. And that is the way you actually need to get it, in case you were wondering. I always get it on the way back, since there's no way to warp up that place, and therefore I don't want to do it before completing the dungeon. I always want to do it after. Now it is safe for us to actually warp out of here. Not really something we can do. Returning to North Horon, and actually try to find this Eyeglass Lake that the game is now talking about. This is the vicinity, we actually need to start looking for it. Let's go. Let's go bump into Maple again. I don't have to get the heart piece anymore, of course, but she might actually drop a ring or something. In that sense, it's always still worth to actually bump into her. But it looks like today we don't get anything interesting. So, please leave and allow me to continue on my quest. Where we actually want to go is towards the southeast of this area. But we first want to make it summer, because this lake over here, that's the one we're going to try to go to. But we want it dried up, because there's going to be a cave we want to go into. So a frozen lake, or a lake full of water is not going to help us. It needs to be dried up. Summer is the season we want to be in. And then we're going to check out this place. All dried up. Perfect place for a walk. Here is actually that cave. Boom. Open up. Another chest. It looks very interesting. But it is in the water, so we're not able to pick it up. I'm out of here. Now, of course, we're going to be able to pick it up. I did want to make this joke because when I was younger and I found this chest for the first time, I indeed thought I was not able to pick it up. Because for some reason the game did not trigger the moment I pressed the A button, but you can indeed still open it up. And here in the linked game it will actually contain the square jewel. In a regular game I'm pretty sure it's going to be a rupee chest. And just like it also works the other way around. And that way we now have two of these jewels. The pyramid jewel and the square jewel. The only thing the game will say for now is these are relics from a bygone time. Still no idea what they're going to be used for. Now, since we are still in this area, and it is also still summer, let's go actually start another quest. One we technically did already start, but now we can actually talk about its origins. It's going to be in that cave over there, but first allow me to actually place this gaseous seed. With the water dried up, we're also going to be able to go into the water surrounding the first dungeon. Remember, level 1. It's been a while. But here we can actually find an old man cave. And this one is going to be a special one. Because this is the one related to the gold enemies, or the gold beasts, as they're officially called. Technically, we don't actually have to go in here, but might as well show it off. We are still here after all, and it is summer, so it's not a very big hassle to actually go here. You can actually see that this guy is special by the fact that he's wearing a different colored cloak. If you want true power, then slay the 4 golden beasts that roam the land, and then I shall grant my power to you. So far, you have slain 1. Yeah, that's correct, the golden Octorok in Spool Swamp. That's the one we've got so far. The other 3 are not accessible, and therefore we don't have them yet, so... But this is indeed where we need to go for this quest. And also, the moment we are done, we need to go talk to him again, and we can actually get a very awesome reward. Trust me, this one is going to be very worth it, so... This is one we definitely don't want to skip. Now, let's go start using our new flippers to actually check off another couple of things we can now get on the overworld. We are able to swim in this water, of course, and therefore are able to get all of the little islands and peninsulas that actually surround this place. First up, let's go get killed by a couple of Riverzoras. That's always fun to do. Let's keep on going north, and that way we are able to actually get to this lone island, which is going to contain a soft soul location. And obviously a pretty rare one. This one is not easy to find or access, so this is going to be a top tier one. A good chance to actually get an awesome rare ring, or even the piece of heart. Let's keep our fingers crossed for this one. Now, let's go head south again. Finding the next area we can actually access now. Passing the Holodrum plain. And then the river will also bend west. And we can find another cave in the water. Chest containing a ring. Not too sure if this one is going to be unique. It might be. Usually these kind of rings are indeed unique, so... I don't think we're going to be getting another repeat if we appraise these ones. But we shall see the moment we return to Vasu. Next, let's go take a look if my seeds are done. I placed a couple in Spool Swamp after all. This screen over here, near the dungeon. But first, let's go to the southern one. We're really close to it. A couple of screens to the west and we are in the southwest of Spool Swamp again. It's going to be not too much trouble to actually go there quickly. Get away from me. You. Another ring. Well, if it's a unique one, a new one, then I'm not going to mind. Now let's go to the north one. Want to warp over here, I guess? Finally. So annoying you need to go through the cave again. Another ring. Awesome. We've got like 4 of these now. At least I've got something to spend my rupees on, you might say. But still, no piece of heart. Now, one more we need to check. We might still get lucky on that one. I'm pretty sure this is not a top tier one. This one is tier 2, so there's a small chance, but you never know. What do you have for me? A fairy, come on! So useless! Can't help it. Moving on to the next part of my notes, I can see we are now able to actually pick up the piece of heart in Spool Swamp. I should have actually read on ahead. I was here a minute ago, so I would have been able to actually pick it up the moment I was here for the gacha trees. But now that we have spring in our Rod of Seasons, we are actually going to be able to pick up the piece of heart we saw in the middle of the swamp. It is indeed springtime, the moment the piece of heart is not going to be surrounded by plants. And therefore we are able to pick it up. Let's not go cut this out. Might actually do that, we've been on this route before. But we've never seen it in spring, so... I think I will just actually keep it like this. Let's take a swim in the current link. And here we find a piece of heart, now not surrounded anymore. New heart container received. This was our 4th one yet again. Increasing our heart total to 11. And the only reason I'm still not feeling confident when it comes to my health is because I'm stupid enough to actually equip the power ring. I'm still able to die quickly. Another thing we can scratch off our to-do list. Now, let's start heading home. We've got plenty of rings to appraise as well. I think that's actually the first thing we're going to do. Not going this way, this is the wrong way, we need to go up here. Hopefully this time we're going to get nothing but unique rings, ones we don't have yet. The ones from the gacha trees might still be repeats. Green Joy Ring, that one is definitely new, because that one actually doubles our ore chunk collecting. And therefore that one does not even appear in Oracle of Ages. Second, Octo Ring. Change into an Octo Rock, well, that one we already have. Completely useless. Third, Protection Ring. Pretty good ring, whenever facing Lionels or something. But we already have it, so... useless for us. The Rocks Ring. Cracked floors don't crumble. Must be new for this game, but we already have it from the previous game. And that one was also in Oracle of Ages. And I can remember we actually got it in there, so... Now, next thing on the agenda is actually get the secret from the Tokay. And also bring it to this game. In between recording the previous episode and this one, I indeed actually started up Oracle of Ages again to visit Crescent Island. Visited the Tokay and actually beat the minigame, giving us a reward. Now let's also bring it in here. This lizard secret is apparently right. Capital L. 7. And then at. Where were you again? Oh, over here. Final one. N. And the next upgrade is ours. We can now hold more bombs than before. Our second upgrade in this game. Running out of bombs is never going to happen again for Link. That takes care of all of our chores here in Horon Village. The final thing we can actually do is a non-required one. That one is for an optional side quest. We can actually do the next step in the family. At least according to my notes. I've been doing my homework, and apparently after chapter 4 we can actually do the next step in that as well. And since I'm stupid enough to actually cover that in this Let's Play, talk to Blossom again. My baby never sleeps. Treecks, how can I get him to sleep? What you choose is actually going to change what will become of him, obviously. I will decide to sing a song. Hey, I like to sing. I'll try it. And that is all. Next time he's going to be growing up a bit more. But not for now. So with Horon Village yet again taken care of, all of our little side quest business. Our next stop is going to be Eyeglass Lake. We did actually visit it already in order to pick up the jewel. But it isn't called Eyeglass Lake for nothing. It actually has 2 lakes. And now we're going to go check out the right one. That is going to be continuation in this game. The next part of the story, leading towards dungeon number 5. We of course want to change the season into... You know what's funny? I wanted to say let's change the season into winter. And then I realized it's already winter. We need to be able to walk over ice in Eyeglass Lake, so... Oh, why am I going over here? This is not Eyeglass Lake. That is the one over here. I think it's time for me to stop this episode and to stop recording. I'm actually starting to lose focus. But okay, this is going to be my place to stop. This is going to be Eyeglass Lake. It is pretty obvious. This looks like the glasses, these 2 islands. The right section of Eyeglass Lake. That is going to be our continuation. It actually leads towards another vortex, leading to Subrosia again. The game will also talk about these things, the rock mushrooms. Or Petri fungus in Latin. We can only pick them up in fall. Another hint that we're indeed close to finding the final season in this game. Our 4th trip into Subrosia is going to result in us learning how to change the season into autumn. We end up in the southeasternmost section of Subrosia. I wonder what we need to do here. There's still 1 tower we actually need to find access to. See you folks next time, and Treecks out.